Hello and welcome to the House of the Spirits. Welcome home. Today we're going to have a reading about 2025. What surprises does the new year hold for you? And what are the challenges that might come up and how to overcome them? So, on the first pile we have Cancer, Aries, Gemini, and Sagittarius. And your significator card is work occupation. Okay, so on the second pile we have Libra, Virgo, Leo, and Pisces. Your significator card is great happiness. Beautiful. On the third pile we have Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Capricorn. And your significator card is High Honors. Okay, beautiful. So I will leave you to choose your pile with your zodiac sign, your significator card, or the chosen tarot deck. I will see you in your pile. Pile number 1, your significator card is work occupation, and this specific card is related to all kinds of work that require physical activity or outdoors activity. And it's a very interesting card, it has a lot of information, a lot of things going on. There are some creatures here in like spirits, nature spirits. They caught my attention as soon as the card came out. But let's see what is the context. Let's get some more information for you regarding 2025. What are the surprises that are coming up for you in the coming year, and the challenges and how to overcome them? Okay, yeah. Let's start with a few fairies first. We have some more. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that gnome. Mick the Myomancer. Very interesting. Penelope Dreamweaver, and Tabara of the Waters. I am getting something about being more in nature, being more outside, spending more time outside. Spending more time outside. Oh, sorry. So next we have visions, synchronicities, confirmation, exploration. There you go, exploration. Seeing different landscapes. Secret, mystery, stability, protection, solitude, ordeal. Perfume, instinct, camouflage, sublime liberation. And darkness, skipping steps, ego, illness, evil, delirium, danger. Very interesting. So right away, I feel like there's a lot happening next year for you. Many things are happening. They're not exactly changes in what came before, although you do have a sort of a call to adventure. here with the Oh That Gnome. Oh That Gnome is about getting out of your routine, trying different things, challenging yourself to do what you love, but to step into the unknown sometimes, to have to take a leap of faith. But it's more mundane, I would say. It's more like day to day, try to get out of your routine and expand. Here with the visions, it's like explore, try something new. It's not really a big, huge life change. It's just an expansion of your landscape. And possibly this is why you also have this work occupation here. It's like a call to adventure. There's a call into the wilderness, let's say. And Mick the Myomancer is a very slow energy. It's patient, has a lot of attention to detail, and to me this is related to the secret. It's more like allowing yourself to connect to a secret, possibly while you are alone, spending some time alone, spending more time alone in nature, outside. And then you have Penelope, Dreamweaver, and Tabaro of the Waters. This is a lot of intuitive and psychic energy here. It's like dreams, inspirations, signs. Something at night. Because when I saw this card, I am not yet quite, sure about the specific theme that it's trying to bring to my attention. I just felt like the darkness, called to the darkness, like nighttime, the rest, the time to rest, and the time to dream. But to me, these two cards, Penelope, Dreamweaver, and Tabaro of the Waters, they might be linked. And I feel like these fairies, there's this pathway that is all around the Dreamweaver, then goes to the crown and to the wings of Tabaro of the Waters. I feel like there's something at night that's related to the waters, your waters. So like your emotional body, possibly feelings of forgiveness that can be switched or turned into like self-pity or like victimization. Because there's a certain darkness here in the waters and in the dream time. There are certain messages that are mostly in your unconscious mind that might try to make their appearance in your life, to liberate you, to set you free, or to allow you to have a deeper connection with the outside world. That's what I feel like you are. So this darkness here is coming because of the connection to the outside world, to nature. And there's something there that you need to uncover while you are exploring and maybe contemplating details and looking at things and trying new things, experimenting? Okay, so I wanted to shuffle the cards a little bit more. I usually don't do it on screen because, I don't know, sometimes I'm kind of bothered by the noise it makes, so I try not to do it to others. Okay, Strength card, the Woodward, the Forest Lovers, the Seer, the Moon on Water, Ten of Stones with Home, Three of Cups with Joy, Seven of Stones with Healing. Okay, so I think that you are meeting a part of yourself that will bring you great joy and healing. And that will happen because you will persist on something, because you will have the strength to move through a deep-seated fear, something that causes you anxiety. And that's what will awaken in you the need for something or the desire for something. It's not exactly desire like something that imprisons you. It's more like enjoying something very much and wanting to move towards it. And seeing that in yourself, how you enjoy yourself, what makes you happy, what makes you heal also. Okay. The challenge I see here is that you have to, this year is bringing you something that is quite deep. It's a bit hidden, although it's not something that is purposely covered or camouflaged. Although you have to camouflage here. I think that this is something that you will, it's like a mystery or a secret that you will discover about yourself. Wow. So, wow, Five of Bows with empowerment. You will truly feel like you can do things by yourself, like be independent, be autonomous, be the one who makes the decisions. And you can see that authority in yourself. But as you reach a threshold of uncertainty, some fears will be triggered, I feel like. It's like this metaphor of the working inside and working outside. So outside, it's like something makes you come outside. It's like you really need to move forward, but also come forth. and present yourself. And that part of yourself that is really enjoying life and playing with everybody else, connected to a collective energy that is more, right now is more subconscious for you, is something more secretive or hidden, or you're doing like more observation and less participation. I feel like the challenge next year is to move into a more participatory role. So you are going to do something about it. You are going to interact with the outside much more. Two of Stones with challenge. Okay, but can we please clarify this challenge? Transition, Six of Arrows. Yeah, I feel that it's the call to adventure. I really feel like you're being called towards an adventure, and that will present itself as a challenge for you because you will have to be more outside and less hidden, possibly. And that's challenging for you. King of Pentacles or Stones with Wolf. Howling at the moon. There's something about nighttime and the moon. I feel like you have to speak at night. I don't know what this means. It's like speaking your dreams into reality. Speak at night. Or make some sort of sound, emit some sound, like it can be singing. Seven of Bows with clearance. We have two more, let's see. 10 of Cups with happiness and 8 of Bows with hearth fire. Yeah. So this is like the completion. And the completion is about a collective celebration. There's a party, there's sharing, like everyone is joining and collaborating. There's this Three of Cups here with the Joy card. I really feel like this is what you are going to do after you overcome this challenge. So possible challenge is that you meet a part of yourself that is spiritually still bound to a more unconscious fear or subconscious fear, something that is hidden from you. It's a secret, it's a mystery. And once you challenge that position in yourself and you see more about yourself, once you understand how you operate on that level and why, you will be able to challenge that in yourself, to fight that in a way that is productive for you. So taking away something from that is good. For example, a sense of protection, like of being at home, right? You need to feel at home and protected so that when things are a little bit out of your control, don't trigger the fear. Don't trigger the sense of evil, of seeing the worst possible outcome, of being negative. So first you have to assert yourself also with yourself. So feel at home with yourself, or feel at home somehow. If it is your physical home or if it is your work, so feel at home outside, for example. Feel at home wherever you are. Feel like you have this cohesive being. So there are no hidden parts, you know, you can express yourself freely, and you're not afraid of the feedback, or you're not afraid of making a mistake or of judging yourself harshly. I see that you have this need for a completion, to finding a part of yourself that is like being kept hidden by by fear. And you need to push through this fear to complete something that will connect you to other people, and that will strengthen the bonds between everyone, and start a new adventure. I feel like 2024 is going to be a new adventure for you, but first you need to look at this process. Being outside, I think, is very beneficial for you right now. So working more outside, working more under the sun and under the elements, and being, you know, in touch with nature spirits, if it's possible for you. It will be very, very beneficial for your healing process, and for the sense of home, sense of grounding, and of overflowing, like the happiness here, a sense of restoring balance. Water is going to be very, very beneficial for you also. So being near water and nature spirits is something that will help you restore the balance, because you will need a lot of strength. You'll need the power. It's very, very interesting. Oh, one more thing. If you have any doubts and if you have any insecurities, you can always trust that a good walk outside will expand your vision, because Visions is a card that talks to us about synchronicities and confirmation. So getting the signs you need, seeing how things work together and how things kind of align themselves without you really needing to do too much. There's this sense of wonder and of just observation first. And then comes this, it's not, it is a bit of a challenge, but it's not a problem. It's just like friction. There's friction there, but then turbulence. But once you flow through it, you will achieve this connection, and this collective energy will touch you. I don't know what it means, but there's this connection, maybe to a team or to a company, people who share the same ideas and values or passion. Very interesting. Thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed this reading, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I hope to see you again very soon. Bye. Pile number 2. Your card is Great Happiness. So what can I say? Great happiness. It's a very, very good start. Let's see. What else do we have? Because great happiness is abundance, is being lucky, being fortunate, being happy with what you have, whatever it is. If it's health, if it's wealth or relationships. So being blessed with a lot of luck and happiness and contentment. So beautiful. Wow, a lot of cards. No, let's start with fairies first. So Okay, we have more. Okay. We have gotcha, the pook, the loam, and the bodacious bodak. Very interesting. Okay, so we have mutation with sudden change, authenticity, justice, and ego death. We have strangers, future, innocence, innovation, and turning point. Test with envy, fear, target, hard choices, and separation. We have transmission with experience, mastery, brain power, and telepathy. We have power, magic, life, energy, manifestation, beautiful. And soil, slowness, physical body, depression, and lack. Okay, maybe like this. Okay. Okay, so I see that there's definitely a surprise with gotcha. This is a sudden event, something that catches you off guard, and it presents you with a paradox or kind of a riddle, possibly. It's a test, maybe. And I also think that while you have this ability to connect to source and the magic of life, the power, the energy of God, of the divine, I think that there's someone sabotaging. There's an energy of, you can see the look on his face, and then you have the test with envy, fear, target, hard choices, separation. So possibly you are moving away from someone who is hurtful, and that person is looking at you with fear, with harshness. And I feel like this person is, I would say, surprising you with their telepathic power, with their, it's like the way they project. I'm not sure yet of the specifics, but you do have sudden change here, and with the gotcha, this is really like something surprises you out of the blue. And there's a lot of blue, and that person, or that now I see that there's a person who surprises you. And that I think that you are this great happiness. You are this personification, of this plentiful connection, abundant. It's really giving, very giving. It's a very powerful connection to energy, to source energy, to God. And I feel like the challenge next year might be that sudden and unexpected events might open the door for some strange energies in your life, or harsh separations possibly, but it's nothing that you cannot handle, because I feel like this is the giving and receiving, and your energy, it comes so naturally. It's so innocent and pure that as long as you are aware. Oh, I also think that the moment that you look at what's happening, it dissipates. It changes drastically. Because I feel like this can only work in the shadows. So it can only work when you're not looking. When you are not aware of it. And as soon as you are aware of what's happening, it's gone. It's very fragile. So here we have the Temperance card. The Queen of Pentacles. That abundance, once again, right? The Moon card. The Five of Pentacles. Okay. Seven of Wands. The Magician. Four of Cups. And the Knight of Cups. Okay, so just let me see if I can put all the cards here, possibly a little bit overlapping a little bit. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so I think you have a lot of resources that are very, very interesting to people. You might be the one who has to protect those resources sometimes, and kind of maybe you're kind of challenged by other people to keep those resources. They want to have them. They want to have that connection. And they're kind of challenging you to give them something. But I think that you're not aware of somebody else's feelings for you. Now I'm getting another story here. So I think that someone might be trying to steer you because they're interested in you. They're focused on you. So they're kind of trying to steer you, to steer your abundance and your power. In this challenge, this is another thing that's happening. So there's many layers to this. And I also feel like there's a lot of people involved. It's not just one person. The Ace of Swords. The Knight of Swords. So yeah, I think you're getting messages, you're getting information that you really need to overcome whatever is happening, to solve this, like to reconcile opposites. I also feel like there's this energy of separating and uniting. Separating and uniting. I think that there are people who are going to walk in different ways. So possibly next year you will have people coming into your life and also coming out of your life. There's this movement. And it might be like people who are coming to help you, people who are coming to challenge you. I feel like there's this really like a melting pot of different characters and emotions. So what is the advice here? Because I am saying that the best thing that you have is your own connection to spirit and to life and your own abilities, your own skills, your resources. You have a lot of resources, and if you don't think that you have, or if you're not really seeing, I would maybe try like an exercise of listing the things that you have going on in your life that are going for you. Try to see the positive, because possibly there's a lot of negative influence that is outside of you. It's not you. And if you can shut it out for a little while, possibly it will be easier to see how amazing and how powerful you are. And also what you already have, because there's something that you have that is pretty awesome, that is pretty powerful, and that is going to give you, it's like the key to the treasure chest. Okay. So what is the advice on overcoming these challenges? The Ace of Wands. So having an upfront and passionate approach to things, having truthful and spontaneous and authentic expression of your will. Being forthcoming, being forward. Okay, Three of Wands. Realizing what you've already done, seeing how you already made good choices, and be confident in your own choices. Also exploring different possibilities, trying different things. The Emperor. You know, this part here feels like being on the wrong side of the mirror, or feeling like you are cut off from something. And I feel like this is only happening because you're still kind of waiting for your own power, or so the way around this is that you exercise your power, that you are not afraid of expressing your power, your life energy, your you know, you're using your energy to create an empire, to create your kingdom, and to defend that kingdom, to be ready to give orders, to say what you want, to express your will wisely, because I think you already have that inner knowledge. It's more like have the confidence, use that potential with focus. Six of Swords. Not being afraid to change your mind And the book is also about that, because it's about paradoxes. And these are like mind puzzles, mind games, right? Mind, like a riddle you have to solve, possibly. Seeing the good in the bad and the bad in the good. And to me, the Six of Swords here is kind of, is changing your mind about something. Changing your mind about someone, changing your mind about how you feel about them. Then you have the Nine of Pentacles. Wish fulfillment. Seeing another person. I don't know why, but this card to me today is, I'm just looking at the peacock. And the peacock is such a rich symbol. Of course, there's the connection to Krishna in India, but also to Melek Taus. Melek Taus is a peacock god. And I forget the name of the place where it's from. I think it's in Iraq. It's a very interesting religion. And to me, this fashion, it's like she's, I don't know if she's looking at the peacock or at the coins, but to me, is the peacock is today is the focus of that stare, of that. So the focus, what you see is God. But the relationship with God is the love relationship, the most loving relationship you can have. And usually the Nine of Pentacles is not really just, loving or emotional, but this is more than emotional, it's divine. There's something about your connection to God that is so powerful, that can move people in such a way that is kind of possibly confusing to you, possibly kind of mind-boggling. And it's as if you had this gravity that's created by your connection to God that kind of confuses everything around you in a way that is very irrational. And I think that you have to put your ideas in order so that you can understand how you influence everything around you just because of that connection. So if you have a very profound intuition and connection to God, there's this like reality distortion around the person that affects others. And I think that this is my theory. So I don't know if you can help me like find something about this, like maybe a book or some sort of master or, whatever. So if you have that profound connection to God, it's as if the way you see time and the way other people see time, when they are with you, it's as if it distorts and it affects their free will. It affects the way they make decisions. It's so powerful. It's like having an aura of gravitas. And that is, it's like it makes people suspicious. It makes them kind of envious, possibly. It makes you into a sort of a target. But if you are aware of the power, you will not be on the wrong side of things, because you will be able to harness that power, to also be responsible for it, because it's a lot of power. It's divine power. It's not that you are chosen. It's just that your body, your physical existence is fine-tuned. It's like a tuning fork. It's fine-tuned to a certain frequency that messes up like the radio signal around you for other people. And people get confused, like their ideas change around you. And you are kind of disappointed, I think, because you try to be, it's like you're well-meaning and you try to be good. But the problem is that if you are good, you won't do good. This is super channeled, so I'm so sorry if it's unclear for many people. And if it's just too specific, I have no idea why. It's just coming out. So if you want to be good, you won't do good. And you have to change your mind and the way you work and the way you use your mental energy and the way you think about things so that you can operate in a way that is aligned with your focus, because whether you want it or not, your focus is God. The coins are there, but they're not the most important thing. So it's like the most sublime thing about matter. You can embody it, and you're not aware. I think you're not aware of that power. It's unseen to you. It's like on the other side of a wall or of a mirror. And you have to kind of break that mirror, change your mind, change your whole outlook on life, and see how powerful you are and how you can unite these two extremes, like the matter, the very basic matter, and the sublime connection to God, to the magic of life. And I think that you will discover this year that you have this unconditional flow with God, that you can manifest. You have so much power, but it's coming to you because you are aware with some challenges that are coming with you. You are made aware of how you distort reality for other people. And it's not distort reality, it's really just like mess up their radio signals. Just your presence, just your existence. You don't even have to be present in a place for people to sense that. And I don't want to make you like paranoid or anything, or like now I'm changing everything around me, and I have to be careful and aware and cautious, and I'm so afraid of kind of, you know, changing things. But the fact is that you are just made aware of something that everybody kind of does, but without the awareness, without the consciousness. The trick is to master this. Brain power, mastery, brain power, telepathy. So mastering your brain, mastering your ideas, mastering your telepathic power also, because I think that this also happens telepathically. Possibly you communicate with people telepathically, and you also receive those messages, and it's so intuitive and normal to you that possibly you're not considering those. But you'll be made aware of this year, and that will present its own challenges that you will overcome this way, focusing in your divine connection to God, focusing on the divine aspect of yourself. That there is the truth about yourself. There is the truth about life also. And changing your mind and changing your approach to frame that experience into something that is powerful, that is motivating for you, that drives you forward, and that also helps you fight the good fight, you know, and protect what needs to be protected, and also heal others and yourself. Wow. What a year. Thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Bye. Pile number 3. So your card is High Honors. And High Honors is about getting recognition, things moving forward positively, and having success, especially in your career or something that you're doing that is very significant to you. So being accepted into a specific group, also being honored, being received, being accepted. Okay, so let's see, what else do we have for 2025? Oh, a secret that wants to be revealed, or protection. Getting the protection. Well, let's see. What else do we have for 2025? What are the challenges or the surprises that are coming for you? And if there are any challenges, how you will overcome them. Okay. We have any more cards? This one. Okay, let's start with the fairies. We have the friends. So kind of being accepted into a circle or a club or a company. The soul shrinker. Interesting. Death. Change. And the dark lady. Okay. So next we have travel, seasickness, being lost, disorientation, release. Soil, slowness, physical body, depression and lack. And perfume, instinct, camouflage, sublime, liberation. Okay, right away I thought about being accepted for who you really are, warts and all, as people are used to saying. I think that there's this transformation in the group where you are your friends, your collaborators, I heard your guides. So possibly something is changing in your surrounding, specifically the people that surround you. So possibly this group is also a spiritual group, or people who are involved in some sort of ritual. Or there's a tradition of ritual that you are being introduced to. I think you're going to have access to a specific set of rituals and a connection to a group that I think is going to help you liberate yourself from something that is not good for you. It's going to protect you. It's going to protect you. It's like when you have a symbol or something that people know that connects you or establishes a relationship with a specific group, and people are like, okay, she's protected, I won't mess with her or him. because they're wearing that symbol, they're kind of off limits. They can't be messed with. It's like a specific, it's like wearing a garment or wearing something that kind of sets you apart and defines, like there's this royal, it's like this person is now a part of the royal family and can't be messed with. She or he is protected by this blessing. Interesting. It's also setting you apart from another group. That's another aspect here. Is that once you are seen as being part of that group, it's like, oh, she or he is not part of the one other group. And that definition, that separation, that clear boundary is going to give you protection. It's very, very interesting. It's like being cloaked, being cloaked. Wearing a certain garment, wearing a certain badge, wearing... I don't know. Let's see what else. It's very specific. Oh, okay. 6 of Cups. I had this vision, so I'm processing it, but yeah, it's coming. Let's see what else comes up. Sorry, sometimes I just get into the imagery. 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords. The Chariot. These people are going to empower you tremendously, and I think they're going to be... it's setting you apart from people who are disempowering, who are hurting you, really hurting you. Yeah. Defending you from harm, honoring you with a blessing, bestowing a gift through a ritual. It's like being baptized. There's this feeling of being baptized here. King of Cups. It's like having this emotional experience that people recognize, that people have empathy for. The Sun. Other people will see it, even if you won't. The 4 of Cups. Yeah, you won't see it. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe it's not for you to see. I'll put it here. Let's see. Okay, so the 6 of Cups. The 5 of Swords. The Page of Cups. The 4 of Wands. It's really like being baptized. I don't know. There's a sort of a ritual, a celebration, a ceremony. I feel like there's a ceremony where you will be seen by other people, and they will realize something about yourself that you don't even know. That's like you don't even realize. 10 of Cups. I really think that you are like overflowing with this, and that people will be... they will be magnetically attracted to this, and you won't understand. Possibly there's a disorientation kind of. I also feel like possibly this is happening. It won't be like a complete surprise. I don't feel like it will be a complete surprise because I feel like it will be a little bit, it's not slow, but it has a certain a ritual. So a set of steps that you have to complete in order to achieve um, the objective. So in order for the ceremony to be complete, there are a set of rules that you have to abide, or a set of steps that you have to go through. And it won't be a surprise. But I think that you will be unaware of the power, of the potency. So possibly it will expose things about yourself that you're not yet aware of. The moon. Okay. 10 of Pentacles. Ten of Wands. The King of Swords. And to clarify for the final outcome, the Eight of Wands. And the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like you're going to start something new. The challenge here is that possibly you'll feel like you are yet learning. It's like you are the younger person. And you'll get new friends, you'll get a new environment. I feel like the challenge here is that you are not so worried about being the apprentice, or being the one that is younger, that is it's not less experienced, but because you have a lot of power, you have a lot of energy around you, there's an aura, but I feel like that you have to be more at peace with the beginning. And possibly this is happening because you have to be more at peace with what has happened before, with the, so not giving into feelings of sadness or melancholy, or like the glorious past, everything was better in the past and I can't do anything about the future, or the future is too scary for me. Not giving into those and kind of resting into your own reality, resting in, some people say that don't rest on your laurels, but I think that this is kind of the reverse, because I feel like there's this possibly, it's not imposter syndrome exactly, but it's more like, do I have what it takes to begin this? Do I have what it takes to start anew? Do I have, am I willing, it's more like it, am I willing to let go of these harsh feelings? Because it's almost as if you've thought that you let go of those harsh experiences of the past, the ones that bring you sadness or anxiety, or this feeling that of hopelessness, especially hopelessness in the future. So not having hope and faith in the future. You're afraid that if you let go of these experiences, of these emotional experiences, that your knowledge and your wisdom that you have gained from going through those experiences will also disappear. And although that is not true, it has a kind of an operative aspect to this. It's like the way you work through the issues is always framed with that lens from the past. I also think that meditation and working on this Six of Cups. So it's like a way to connect to your body, to your experience, but that is respectful towards the past, but not stuck in it. So it's accepting what is in a more, being more in the present, less, because I feel like you have to flow. There needs to be a flow state for this letting go to be natural. And the ritual will help. Being in transition towards this will help. But I think that the challenge here is to let go. So the biggest challenge that's coming for you next year, I feel like it's letting go of the experiences that traumatized you, if that's your reality, if there is any truth to what I said, because if it's not, it's just more like sadness or whatever you felt like in your life was a defeat or something that was hurtful or painful in your heart, that you felt like would strike you in your heart, that would bring grief. Also letting go of the grief. Because I think that sometimes the Six of Cups here is kind of dwelling in the grief, dwelling in the past grief. Because you have Six of Cups, Five of Arrows, the Moon. Sometimes we keep opening the wounds, trying to let go and looking at the same problems that we carry with us, and it doesn't help us escape from them. It kind of keeps us stuck sometimes to the past and stuck in this mode of being. So I don't know if this ritual is a spiritual ritual. Possibly. For some of you, it is almost something that was prophesized for you. It can be the case that you already know what is this process that is going to make you enter this circle of people. Like, I was always meant to be, in this profession or in this specific group, in this specific spiritual group. I feel like there's this also feeling of like it was meant to be, it was fated. It's like finding your master, finding your guru, or finding your teacher, finding the perfect line of work for you. Being the teacher also, so you yourself being the one who teaches. Like, I was always meant to be the teacher, because high honors, you can also be this person. This usually people interpret this as you are the one receiving the honors, but now that I see this complete picture, I also think that you might be the one bestowing the honors. You might be the one who is going to that level of using your power and using your structure and an institution and a group of people to create more protection and more connection. But it's interesting because I don't really feel like it's too, how do I say this, technical or material. I feel like a more spiritual connection. Something about rituals, something about prophecy. There's a lot of connection to the other side of the veil. And this is also a way to protect people from the soul shrinkers of the world, to help the people who are lost in this sadness. Okay. So helping other people who are also lost in their own grief and kind of dwelling in the past, or trying to release themselves, trying to expand also the scope of their emotions needs to be more. So regarding, now that I see this Page of Pentacles, I really think that this teacher position is really coming forth also with the Surya, the sun. It's a lot of halos and glows in your surrounding the head, surrounding your mind. So bringing illumination to others, lighting the way for others. And the Eight of Wands here tells me that there are these steps that you have to move slowly, step by step. You have to move slowly, step by step, but there's also an aspect of speed here. And I think that that's when you get these high honors, when you arrive at that position that will expand your aura and your power, also your intellect, your capabilities. I think that everyone will know very quickly. It's like a bomb that explodes, like a star burst that makes people aware of something very, very fast. Is it you? Now I have this question, like, what is this quick, very fast expansion? What is this about? Is this about like fame or pages of arrows? I feel like people will know something about you very quickly. Can we know what it is? Maybe we don't. Wow. Blessings of Ganesha. Wow. I feel like people will realize that you're so brave. You're so brave, and you are someone who is morally correct and morally flawless. I feel like there's this aspect of perfection. But so much more than that. I feel like, so being morally correct and pure, like people will know, the information will reach people very, very quickly. You don't even realize it yourself, like the impact that you're of what you are doing, you're very unaware of it. And I don't think that you'll be aware of it still. It's so big and it's so huge. It's a blessing also to others. That's why I feel like you are the one who is bestowing the blessings. You are the one who is dispensing, who is giving. It's incredible. It's something that will make you very, very, very happy. And it will release you from the grief, from the past. It will have this redemptive quality, this salvific and purifying, and it's yeah, purifying is the way to best describe this, as a purification of the experiences from the past that made you feel lost in grief, or in like dwell in past memories that were possibly traumatizing, or just sad, or just kind of freezing you in time and making you not take the necessary steps. There are necessary steps that you have to take. This is a ritual thing. This is something that has its own process and its own time and its own need, its own requisites, let's say. It's like a tradition. There's this feeling also of tradition, a ritualistic aspect of tradition. It's the redemptive power of the past also. So taking from the past what is good, instead of dwelling on the sad parts. And resting on that reality, resting there. There's also this danger of not resting, I think, here. So next year, you should take the time to rest whenever you can. This is very important, so that you can keep your energy in tune with these blessings, with the abundance of Ganesha, with the I don't even have the words. It's really just so much. And it's such a great gift that you have, spiritual gift that you have, and that you have to kind of take care of it so that you can utilize your time here to also share something very, very important with others that you're not even aware of. And I don't know if you are ever going to be aware of. I just know that you're going to be recognized and seen, and also respected, prized, treasured for these gifts that you are sharing with the world. It's very spiritual reading, very powerful spiritual reading. So thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I hope to see you again very soon. Bye.